So let's talk design and build of the Moto G4 Play. One thing I really like is the textured power button on the right hand side, and as well as the volume rockers that sit right below the power button. Taking a look at the top of the device, you do got a 3.5mm headphone jack, and as we navigate down the device here, you're going to notice you do got your standard micro USB charging port as well. And taking a look at the back of the device, your 8-megapixel rear-facing camera, flash, Motorola dimple, Verizon branding, and this really nice textured back, which is removable, which gives you access to a 2800 milliamp battery and your micro SD card and SIM card slot. Talk about display. This is a 5-inch HD 720 by 1280. That is 295 pixels per inch. Gotta say, the display does look very nice. So one thing that I really like a lot about the Moto G4 Play is how much of a near stock Android experience you are getting. Now you are getting some Verizon pre-installed applications, but for instance, jumping into settings here, this is very similar to my Moto X Pure Edition. And in settings, you also have two options under color mode here. You got a standard mode, and you also have a vibrant mode. Me personally, I like standard, but they both look really good. Now this is also rocking Android 6.0.1 Marshmallow out of the box, so you're going to get really good battery optimization with that. And multitasking, going from one application to the next, it ran smooth. It ran very smooth. Not a whole lot of hiccups or anything like that, and this is being powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon 410. It also has 2 GB of RAM. I did the Antutu benchmark test and I got 28,335 for the Moto G4 Play. I also did a Geekbench 4 and I got single core score 510, multi-core score 1314. Now when it comes to battery life, I'm easily getting 4 hours of screen on time with this 2800 milliamp battery, and that's on heavy usage. Now jumping over to watching YouTube videos on your device, a lot of us like to do that. This is a really nice display. It is 720p, but when you do watch your videos at 60 frames per second, it does look very nice quality. The earpiece there is the front firing speaker, and the earpiece, which is the front firing speaker, just sounds really nice, very clear audio coming from that front firing speaker. Now let's go ahead and talk about the 8-megapixel rear-facing camera on the Moto G4 Play. Now I gotta say, this is a good 8-megapixel camera. You do got some options here when you slide from the left of the screen. It's gonna give you your general settings, shutter sound, photo size, shutter type. You are able to record videos at 1080p at 30 frames per second on this. And overall, it's a decent camera. It's not gonna be the best in the business, but what you're getting this device for less than $100, a Moto device, this is actually a very nice 8-megapixel camera. So I did shoot a lot of videos. I took a lot of photos using this Moto G4 Play. I gotta say, the only area I would say that it did suffer was going to be in low light. So indoors, low light, that's kind of the area where it did suffer. But with most smartphones, that is an area that majority of them do suffer, is low light performance. You still got the double tap to zoom in after you take a photo. You can actually slide from the right of the display to preview the photos that you did just take. You got panorama, video mode, as you can see there when you just hold down on the right corner there. I did take some photos and videos, so sit back and take a look at these samples. Now let's jump to gameplay on the Moto G4 Play. I gotta say, I was pretty impressed. I was definitely impressed with how well the performance was on the Moto G4 Play. Again, this device right now is less than $100, and it was basically able to run pretty much every game off the Google Play Store. Of course, there was an occasional drop of a frame here and there, but nothing big, nothing huge, no overheating, nothing like that. It handled very well. A great experience of using the Moto G4 Play with games is that front firing speaker. Like I said, it just gives you a really good gaming experience. So overall, gaming was good on the Moto G4 Play. Now moving on, you got some other features that are included on the Moto G4 Play. For instance, notifications at a glance. So if you're pulling your device from your pocket, lifting it up from a table, you're going to get that notifications at a glance. So I really like that feature. You also got Easy On, so that's another feature with the Moto G4 Play. You also have dismiss notification, so from your lock screen, all you got to do is slide down just to dismiss the notification. Ignore for now, that's something else that you do have from sliding from right to left from the lock screen. So a quick demonstration of lifting up the device, then you see the time and then your notifications. So overall, my final thoughts on the Moto G4 Play, I think it's a good device. It's a Moto device for less than $100 right now. You're getting a near stock Android experience. You can be on Verizon's prepaid network. So I think this is a good device to pick up. If you can get it for less than $100, then yes, I definitely recommend picking this up. So that was my review of the Moto G4 Play. If you enjoyed this review, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. And once again, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and I'll talk to you on the next one.